Over these final 2 weeks, what is in and out of their control will be critical for New Orleans and what happens with their playoff seeding. But on a special night for Breeze, it was also, in my opinion, their most dominant effort of the season on both sides of the ball. And that bodes well for what is in their control as they head towards the postseason. It was a bounce-back performance by their defense after giving up 48 points to the 49ers. This week, they allowed a season-low 205 yards and only one garbage score late. And sure, the Colts were shorthanded, fighting on their last leg in the playoff race, but gone were Marcus Davenport and Sheldon Rankins, who New Orleans had to shelve on injured reserve last week. And in addition, Von Bell, Kiko Alonso, and Patrick Robinson were also inactive for last night's game. That's 1,927 defensive snaps that were sidelined, and the Saints defense still balled out. Much of that had to do with Demario Davis. He is Pro Football Focus's fourth highest graded linebacker this season, and in pass coverage, he only gave up one reception for 1 yard on 4 targets. Also stellar Mike Thomas. He finished with 12 receptions for 128 yards and 1 score. Another night where he made it look so easy. Since 2017, he is the only receiver who has caught more than 90% of his targets. That's absurd. And with 2 games left to play, he is just 11 catches away from Marvin Harrison's single-season receptions record of 143. There's a solid chance that Thomas breaks that next week against Tennessee. And there's not much more we can say about Drew Brees' record-setting performance on Monday Night Football, but the reality is we all knew that eventually he would eclipse Peyton Manning's all-time passing touchdown record of 539 and jockey with New England's Tom Brady, who is now just 3 behind Brees for the remainder of the time they both continue to play. But to do it with that type of completion percentage from Brees was what I found most incredible. Brees was 29 of 30, meaning he completed 96.7% of his passes. That is now a new NFL single game completion percentage record that just edges out LA Chargers QB Phillip Rivers, who finished 28 of 29 last year against Arizona, good enough for a 96.6 completion percentage. So at 40 years old, Brees continues to play some of his best ball of his career, and that was my number one obvious takeaway from the Saints' Monday night win over the Colts.